So Jim Walsh joining us, chairman of the state Republican Party. Jim, thanks for being with us. First of all, your reaction to Tim Walz making a visit, a campaign stop here in the Northwest.
Right. It's not a surprise. There are a number of very deep-pocketed millionaire and billionaire supporters of Governor Walz and the vice president. And there's an old saying that the progressive left looks at King County as an ATM, and they like coming out here and making withdrawals. They've got very loyal supporters of their agenda, and, good for them.
Might the former president, Trump, and J.D. Vance make a visit to the Northwest?
Well, we've been talking to them. We've been talking to them about doing it. It's not, frankly, at the top of the list for them as it is for their progressive competitors, opponents. But we're trying to get them to come in. There's been some talk of maybe a quick fly-in rally, maybe somewhere along the Columbia Gorge or somewhere in Moses Lake. But the details are still undetermined.
And I know, at least locally, with the machinist strike that's happening, voters might be interested to know their thoughts on whether they think that these workers deserve higher wages.
Well, there's no secret that both Trump and Vance believe that everyone deserves higher wages and that we need to get inflation under control. And it certainly is a key part of the conservative economic recovery platform that not only do we get inflation under control and get prices at least to stay steady for a while, we grow the pie for everyone. So there is more money for Boeing's machinists and everybody else who works for a living. And that is certainly something that Donald Trump has more experience achieving than some other elected politicians do.
I want to talk a little bit about messaging. The former President Trump and J.D. Vance have described the Biden-Harris administration's response to the disaster that we're seeing in the South after the hurricane as, quote, incompetence of the highest order. FEMA, as you know, has debunked these claims by the former president that the federal disaster money was being diverted to migrants. It's misinformation. Would you agree with that?
Well, misinformation has become a weaponized term. There is no doubt that FEMA has become heavily politicized and is making priorities of things that are not in its traditional wheelhouse as the emergency management agency. They're certainly pushing agendas, including social agendas and equity agendas that just aren't priorities.
It is not, however, diverting money to migrants. Would you agree?
Well, money is going to migrants. The question is, how do you define diverting? The problem is the agency is poorly run and has made really questionable priority choices with the resources that it does have. You can call that diverting, or you can call it another word, but it is not a public policy priority choice that most Americans support.
There are Democrats, of course, on the other side who might disagree with you. Can we talk about the governor's race? Where do you think things stand as we get less than 30 days now away from the election?
It's the crunch time for sure. The persuadables, the undecideds, who don't have a strong opinion about our state's governor's race are the ones everybody is trying to reach out to, contact, persuade right now. What we have is a race where there is no one with a strong position. Neither of the two candidates in the general has a clear path to 51%, and both are scraping for undecided voters and those last-minute deciders. So it is going to be intense. It's going to be a very, very active last 30 days. Of course, my candidate is Dave Reichert, and he has a background, particularly with regard to public safety, that really is hard to match. And his opponent, the current state attorney general, surprisingly is struggling to get polling numbers that are over 50%, especially for someone who's been in a statewide office for as long as he has. So there is no clear-cut winner there, no matter what some partisans say. And both those candidates are going to be incredibly busy in these last few weeks trying to persuade the ones who haven't decided yet which way they're going to vote their way. So it's going to be a real barn burner.
Excuse me. Will we see more advertising from the Reichert campaign? Some might say, arguably, there seems to be an imbalance in the media ads we're seeing. Might we see more?
Well,
Reichert
sure.
ads?
The Ferguson billionaires are ponying up a lot of dough for Ferguson because they're afraid he's going to lose the race. But we're going to see more ads for Reichert, more ads in support of the initiatives, more ads for common sense candidates all around the state. But, it's like that scene in Braveheart where Braveheart tells his men, hold until the right moment. And we're holding for the right moment.
We so appreciate your time, Jim Walsh. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.